So Monday will really be the big day, I think, Carolyn, for this next series of storms. That'll probably be the heaviest day, and we'll still have rain after that. For the weekend, it should be dry. Saturday looks dry. Sunday, relatively dry. Just a chance of drizzle. We'll show you that with Futurecast in just a bit. But I wanted to give you the latest on what we're looking at for Monday. First of all, it's going to be playing out as a line of intense rainfall that's going to move from west to east, and we're likely going to have thunderstorms mixed into this line. So it's probably going to actually end up being a squall line as it works its way through the area. There's a chance we could get some severe thunderstorms out of this that would produce potentially some very strong wind gusts and the possibility of a brief weak tornado. That's something we're going to keep an eye on as we get into Monday. So let me show you this. We're going to start Futurecast tomorrow, 11 o'clock in the morning. What you'll notice on here is we mainly have high cloud cover at this point. You will not see any green on Futurecast going through Saturday. It is going to be a dry day, so if you have any outdoor plans, everything looks great. As we go from Saturday into Sunday, you'll notice the cloud deck really starts to thicken, and you occasionally get these little green specks. Most of it will be drizzle, maybe some spots of light rain, but overall, I think Sunday is a pretty dry day across our entire region. But as we go through the rest of Sunday, the clouds continue to increase, and then by the time we get into the overnight, we start to get a couple of showers developing. Now, I'm going to step to this side of the screen because I want you to look at what approaches as we go through Monday morning. This is the squall line that we're talking about. If you look very closely, you'll see some of this yellow coloring and the orange, indication of the more intense rainfall. Thunderstorms likely mixed into this as well, and it will be producing some very strong winds. This is going to work its way across the region as we go through the late morning into the early afternoon, although take the timing with a grain of salt. It's likely going to change about an hour or two by the time we get closer to Monday. And this will just continue to work its way off toward the east and hold together pretty well. Underneath it, intense rainfall, likely going to see some flooding concerns. Would not be surprised to get flooded roadways, areas with poor drainage, flooding, all of our typical spots. But keep in mind, we haven't had rain for a while, so we're not starting with saturated soils. So it's not like we're going to get instant flooding out there and widespread flooding where we're getting debris flows. We're probably looking at just a couple minor debris flows or maybe some isolated rock slides through the canyon roads. The other thing we're going to be getting is some pretty heavy snow across some of the area mountains. As I was mentioning earlier, Big Bear, Wrightwood, potentially getting 1 foot to 2 feet of snow. We're going to keep an eye on that, obviously, as we go through the next couple of days. Then what ends up happening, so imagine the line of rain is about here. Behind it, we get a lot of cold air. And that means that now we're getting more rain as we get into Tuesday, the potential for even more snow coming down as low as the Grapevine or lower. We could even get some snow down to the high desert floor as we get into early Wednesday and more cool air comes in. But look, Futurecast still showing plenty of activity in there as we head into Wednesday as well. So let me show you what it looks like on the 7-day forecast. We'll start you at the base on top, coastline down below. Dry for tomorrow. The key thing is that it's going to be a pretty nice day. Getting into Sunday, relatively dry, just a chance we might get some drizzle. And then getting into Monday, that's where we get the heavy rain and the thunderstorms. Tuesday, showers continue. Wednesday and Thursday, we may have additional shower chances, although Thursday's kind of iffy at this point. The heaviest, most of the rainfall will be on Monday, and then we'll see decreasing rain amounts each day as we go through the remainder of the week. Valleys on top, i.e. forecast down below. Dry for tomorrow, temperatures low 70s. Sunday, increasing clouds, drizzle chance, heavy rain and thunderstorms for Monday. More showers coming our way and cold air. Look at these low temperatures. As we get toward the end of the week, potentially upper 30s, low 40s for the mornings. High desert on top, low desert forecast down below. Very similar forecast. Dry for the weekend. The rain comes in on Monday and continues. And for the area mountains, dry for tomorrow. Chance of some rain as we get into Sunday. And then rain switches to snow as the snow levels fall getting into Monday and Tuesday.